I think for this year, I want, specifically out of myself, I want to be able to, lead this team and change the mentality. I want to go from what's notoriously somewhat losing program and really make us a winning program. So I'm going to take every effort that I can to, really work hard on our attitudes, not so much, we'll work on our skills and all of that as well, but, it's more about personalities and the attitude of our team. That kind of segues right nicely into the team, what I'm looking for from each of the players. And overall, I just want them to, I don't want to say forget about, years past, but, this is a new year, fresh slate, here we go. You need to come out here and prove yourself to me as the new coach, and also prove yourselves to your teammates, especially the incoming freshmen and the transfers. And just, I want an overall willingness to work hard no matter what the challenge is. From my previous teams, I've had successful teams and a couple unsuccessful teams, and I think I've learned a lot from both of those experiences. Mainly with the unsuccessful teams, we really have made strides throughout the seasons each time, and I think that's something that, is most important for me to bring here to Albright, is the fact that, it's not going to be all of a sudden we're winning every single game. It's going to be taking little strides and improving ourselves in, small increments so that, in a few years we'll be, over the 500 winning record. So, but just I think it's the flexibility that I bring as a coach that I've worked with, players of all skill levels and all different types of talents, and, it's the ability to make all of that work together as one cohesive unit. Off the top of my head, given just statistics-wise, I would say that Gia is, one of the top returners, just given the fact that she obviously has an eye for the goal, and that's something that's very important. And I also, it'll be interesting with the rest of the returners. Positions may change, and people may be needed in different areas of the field that they may not be used to. So. Everybody's going to be valuable in that regard, but I would say off the top of my head, statistics-wise, it would be Gia. Off the bat, for my veteran returners, I expect leadership and, a positive leadership. I don't want anyone, there's going to be freshmen and transfer students that obviously, haven't experienced Albright before, and I really need the older girls to really be leaders out there. And I also need them to be flexible. So, as I said a couple times, they may have played a certain position before, and I may assess the situation, and they may need to be, put on a different spot on the field, and I just need everybody to be, working together and be okay with that. So far, the incoming freshmen and the one transfer, Bernadette. I've met a couple of them, and I think that they're going to bring a really good feel of energy to the team and positive energy. So far, everyone has expressed that they're going to work hard when they get here, so that's definitely what I expect from those incoming students. I want to give, I want them to be competitive, and I want them to, kind of compete with the upperclassmen for, even if it's competing in the practice area, they're might be competing for positions on the field, and I think that's good to have that. We need to step up the level of competition across the board, so I think that's something that I'm looking for the incoming students. Toughest non-conference opponent, I would say, because of the league that I played in last year when I was coaching at Rosemont, would be, so I know a little bit of history about a couple of the teams that we're playing that are non-conference, would be either Newman or Cabrini. They both have very strong turf programs. Newman actually just got a brand new facility down there, so they have aggressive players, and they have players that have played together for a few years, so they have a solid core, and I think that will be our biggest challenge. But hopefully, given that I have some experience coaching against them, we'll be able to outsmart them and figure out where their weaknesses are and attack them. Toughest conference opponent, I guess that would probably be an easy one. Messiah. They have a legacy program. They're just, they always seem to be the powerhouse, and they've built a strong field hockey program over there. So that will definitely be our toughest opponent and our biggest challenge. Or may or may not be. I'm not sure yet, but I think that's something that each of our players needs to, yeah, they may have a great record and they have this great history, but we need to, understand as the underdog that we can come in and compete with them. Ideally this season, going back to taking, little improvements and little strides towards a better goal, I would like to see us record-wise end up somewhere around 9-10, 10-9. But I don't want the success of this season to be tied directly to what our record is. I think that we have some other improvements that we need to make overall individually as players, and I think that's something that I'll be looking for as a factor of success. But hopefully our record will improve from previous seasons.